The President, the trustees, and the faculty of Fairfield University are happy to welcome you, the mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, husbands, wives, relatives, and friends of the candidates for degrees in course of the class of 2023. The academic procession is now entering the Bellarmine Terrace Commencement area, led by the Grand Marshal, Professor Patrick Brooks, Assistant Professor of Visual and Performing Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences, and this year's Alpha Sigma Nu Teacher of the Year. Professor Brooks carries the mace of the university. The academic procession is punctuated throughout by gonfalons representing each school of the university. The gonfalon colors represent the colors of the hoods for the various disciplines offered at Fairfield University. The College of Arts and Sciences gonfalon of white represents the humanities, the social sciences, and the performing arts. The gold and white gonfalon of the College of Arts and Sciences represents the sciences and mathematics. The Marion Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies gonfalon is apricot, representing the discipline of nursing. Further, social work is designated by citron hoods, and public health has salmon pink hoods. The Dolan School of Business gonfalon is beige and white, the beige representing business. The School of Engineering's gonfalon is orange and white. The orange represents the color of the discipline of engineering. The students approaching in the graduation procession on the right are students from the College of Arts and Sciences, and on the left, the students from Charles F. Dolan's School of Business. Following the college are the students from the Marion Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies. Following the students from the Dolan School of Business are the students from the School of Engineering. Joining their colleagues who are serving as marshals for the academic procession are the members of the faculty of Fairfield University and representatives from the Domena Nicilius Library and Student Affairs. They are preceded by the university gonfalon in the color of red with the seal of the university centered on the banner. The faculty and administrative staff are represented in the procession, and the various colors of their robes and hoods signify their areas of academic discipline and the universities from which they received their graduate degrees. Including the academic procession are the members of the platform party. The superior of the Fairfield Jesuit community, the university director of campus ministry, the alumni chaplain and special assistant to the president, the dean of students, the deans of the 5 schools of the university, the vice provosts, the vice presidents of the university, the secretary of the general faculty, the faculty recipient of the Robert E. Wall Research Award, the faculty recipient of the Alpha Sigma Nu Teacher of the Year Award, the president of the Alumni Association, the trustees of the university, the honorary degree recipients and their escorts, and Dr. Christine Siegel, Provost, Sheila Davidson, Chair of the Board of Trustees, Most Reverend Frank Caggiano, Bishop of the Diocese of Bridgeport, and Dr. Mark R. Nemeth, President of Fairfield University.
President Nemec, Bishop Caggiano, members of the Board of Trustees, deans, members of the faculty, administrators, president of the Alumni Association, members of the graduating class, honored guests, all in attendance here on the lawn, and viewers in alternate viewing sites. As Provost, I would like to welcome you to the 73rd Commencement exercises of Fairfield University. Please rise for the invocation, which will be offered by the Most Reverend Frank J. Caggiano, Bishop, Diocese of Bridgeport. And please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by members of the University Glee Club, under the direction of Dr. Carol Ann Maxwell, conductor, accompanied by Beth Palmer and the brass ensemble. Bishop Caggiano.
Good morning, everyone. I invite you to pray. Lord God, whose love accompanies each moment of our lives, we gather on this day of joy and seek your blessings upon our graduates assembled here for commencement. They stand before you as young women and men who have embraced the Catholic mission of Fairfield University and remain eager to be your ambassadors of hope in our complex world. They have opened their minds to the truths of our world. They have developed their gifts and talents under the care of their professors, and they embrace the values that serve as the foundation of this Jesuit university. Their resilience, curiosity, and creativity have allowed them to navigate times of triumph and success, as well as challenge and even sorrow with great perseverance. Father, we now ask that you abundantly bless them as they prepare to take this next step in the journey of their lives. In the years ahead, form them into agents of transformation and renewal. Help them to share the merciful love of Jesus with all whom they meet and are in need. By their witness and work, may they give hope to our world. We pray that your Holy Spirit continue to inspire, encourage, and protect them, whether they continue their graduate studies or assume their role in the marketplace. May they always be a voice for the voiceless, hope for those who are lost, and men and women who strive for unity and peace in a divided world. And finally, on this most joyful day, we ask that your Spirit bless their families, strengthen those who lead and teach in this university, and help the students who continue their studies here to grow in wisdom and strength. We ask this as we ask all things through Christ our Lord. Amen. Congratulations, graduates, and may God bless you.
Twilight
seated, everyone. The undergraduate student entitled to deliver the commencement address is chosen from among those members of the senior class outstanding for their academic achievement. This year, that honor belongs to Renee Levesque of the Charles F. Dolan School of Business.
President Nemec, members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, members of the faculty and administration, family, friends, and members of the class of 2023. Good morning. It is both an honor and a privilege, and only slightly terrifying, to be standing before you today. To my fellow graduates, I extend the biggest congratulations. It seems like just yesterday we were sitting in these same chairs listening to a speech about turtles. In a few moments, we will walk across this stage and receive our well-earned diplomas. But first, I'd like to rewind. When we were applying to colleges in high school, we were asked to upload a personal essay in the Common App. We could choose one of 7 prompts, and the advice we were given was to talk about something meaningful in our lives that didn't necessarily fit on our resume. Put another way, show me who you are off paper. If I'm being candid, I didn't really know who I was off paper. I refused to do college interviews because I was convinced I looked better on paper, and that meeting my admissions counselor in person might hurt my chances of being accepted. 4 years ago, if you asked me who I was, I would confidently list my high school achievements. My resume was 3 pages long, and after meeting Steph Gallo in sophomore success, I quickly learned that was a big red flag. What I know now is this: what you do isn't the same as who you are. And oftentimes we confuse what we achieved with our character and sense of self. We are so concerned with making the dean's list, or finding the perfect beach house, or securing our dream job. And there is nothing wrong with any of these goals, but they do not define who we are. Who we are goes a lot deeper than that. Who we are people for others. It was your excitement that brought community events like Alumni Family Weekend and the tree lighting to life. It was your selflessness that led you to sign up for Fairfield on Fire or Campus Ministries service immersion trips. It was your curiosity that gave you the opportunity to study abroad in Italy, Ireland, Spain. And I hate to break it to you, but the world will not remember you for the diploma you worked 4 years for, or that amazing capstone project you spent sleepless nights working on, or that impressive internship you posted on LinkedIn. And that is not to diminish the pride you should feel for these accolades, but to remind you that success goes far beyond a frame-worthy piece of paper. You might not be remembered for your diploma, but your classmate will remember when you lent them a pen to take notes. Your professor will remember when you showed real interest in the material. And your roommate, they'll remember when you drove them to the train station so they didn't have to pay for an Uber. In the grand scheme of things, it won't matter that you bombed your accounting quiz, or didn't hear back from 40 job recruiters, or accidentally ate pigs in a blanket one Friday during Lent. What matters is that you choose to do everything from a place of love. St. Ignatius of Loyola said that love is shown more in deeds than in words. Your kindness, your generosity, your goodness, these are who you are. These are how you're called to serve. When I think about what makes Fairfield so special, I often circle back to the Jesuit values, which is ironic because I once thought Jesuit was a fancy synonym for Jesus. But through experience, and after too many FYE discussions to count, I finally have a deeper appreciation for why they matter. They've shaped our education and thereby shaped us as individuals. Magis taught us to do more of what sets our soul on fire. At 21 and 22 years old, there has never been a more perfect time to explore your interests and passions. So my hope is that you don't play it safe. Not yet. People for Others taught us to pour from our own glass to fill up those around us, while Cura Personalis taught us the importance of self-care too. And in the spirit of self-reflection, the final Jesuit value, I'd like to mention what we've recently been through together. We packed the stands for opening night at the brand new Mahoney Arena. We weathered a global pandemic, showcasing our resilience as we dealt with Zoom classes, bizarre 11 p.m. curfews, and quarantine in Old DSB. We made lifelong friends at the Tully, in the townhouses, and on Fairfield Beach. And Dean Johnson soft-launched his famous Snow Day Chili. We have worked so hard to set ourselves up for success after graduation. And today, all that hard work pays off. Some of us are off to grad school or traveling or entering the workforce, or maybe, like me, we have no idea what's next. In any case, Fairfield taught us to celebrate and take care of ourselves. Not just as engineers or nurses, not just as business leaders or social workers, but as human beings. As people who would sell their souls to listen to Bruno Mars and the Levy again, who wear red on Fridays, who have a very rational fear of getting their catalytic converter stolen. When we arrived at Fairfield, the best advice I got was to make time for the things that bring me joy, things unrelated to schoolwork. Yes, we are high-achieving students with brilliant minds and strong work ethics, but we are also friends and artists and activists and sons and daughters and music makers and athletes and people who sometimes skip class when it's sunny out. I'd like to share with you a quote from my favorite book by Jandy Nelson. She writes, "Maybe a person is just made up of a lot of people. Maybe we're accumulating new selves all the time, hauling them in as we make choices, good and bad, as we screw up, step up, lose our minds, find our minds, fall apart, fall in love, each new self standing on the last one's shoulders until we are wobbly people poles." Through college, Fairfield has embraced us as multifaceted, complex, wobbly people poles. We aren't perfect, but we're growing. We will never stop accumulating new versions of ourselves. These versions are what make us human, and they're what allow us to be of service to others. 4 years later, my resume nicely fits on one page. I no longer define myself by my GPA and extracurriculars, but instead by the lessons, experiences, and values that shape me. Today, we celebrate both what we've achieved and perhaps more importantly, who we've become during our time at Fairfield. I am so proud of us, and I'm so excited to see what we do off paper. Congratulations, class of 2023, and go Stags.
Thank you, Renee. The president and faculty of Fairfield University have the honor to cite the following members of the graduating class who have won special recognition by their academic achievement. The Bellarmine Medal, established to commemorate the patron of Fairfield University, St. Robert Bellarmine of the Society of Jesus, Cardinal and Doctor of the Roman Catholic Church, is awarded to the undergraduates who, throughout their entire 4 years of full-time study, have earned the highest academic average. The 2023 Bellarmine Medal is awarded to the following, each having earned a perfect 4.0 GPA. Peter Barron of the College of Arts and Sciences. Josue De Ponte of the College of Arts and Sciences. Ryan Daly of the Charles F. Dolan School of Business. Julia Fifield, Miriam Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies. Christian Gavrilides, Charles F. Dolan School of Business. Renee Levesque of the Charles F. Dolan School of Business. Carmen Fan, Charles F. Dolan School of Business. Jenna Rainey, School of Nursing and Health Studies. Michael Riggy, College of Arts and Sciences. Vincent Rotundo, College of Arts and Sciences. Stephen Ryan, Charles F. Dolan School of Business. And Nicholas Sylvia, College of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations. Congratulations to all. The Alumni Association of Fairfield University selects an undergraduate student each year who has made a distinguished contribution of service and has loyally represented the university during 4 years of attendance. This award is known as the Loyola Medal. The 2023 Loyola Medal is conferred upon Vincent Rotundo of the College of Arts and Sciences. To further honor Vincent, the Fairfield University Alumni Association will make a $1,000 donation in his name. The President will now officially confer the honorary degrees on the recipients. The first citation for Mary Beth Powers will be read by Anya Maria Axon, Associate Professor of Economics.
The President and trustees of Fairfield University, to all who shall view these presents, greetings and peace in the Lord. Mary Beth Powers has dedicated her career to improving the health and well-being of people in some of the world's most remote communities, where resources are scarce and survival itself can be a challenge. For over 30 years, she has played a critical role in expanding access to essential healthcare services, improving maternal and child health outcomes, and building resilient health systems in low-resource settings. She is also a thought leader and passionate advocate for social justice and human rights. She has been an active voice in addressing systemic inequalities that perpetuate poverty and poor health outcomes, and has worked tirelessly to promote more equitable and inclusive policies and practices worldwide. As President and CEO of Catholic Medical Mission Board, CMMB, a 110-year-old faith-inspired nonprofit organization, Ms. Powers oversees the development and implementation of innovative programs and sustainable solutions that address some of the most urgent health challenges facing communities around the world. Taking the helm of CMMB during the COVID-19 pandemic, she witnessed the severe impact of health inequities between high and low-income countries. CMMB's proven approach include the delivery of essential medicines and supplies, the deployment of skilled volunteers, and the development of community programs, with a special focus on women and children. This includes investing in infrastructure to ensure better access to clean, safe water for rural communities and health facilities. Ms. Powers spent much of her career with Save the Children, where she worked on program design and evaluation with health teams in more than 25 countries and helped create the Gates Foundation-funded Saving Newborn Lives campaign. While at Save the Children, she helped launch and was the founding chair of the Frontline Health Workers Coalition, which continues to advocate for the support of frontline health workers around the world. Before coming to CMMB, she honed her management and fundraising skills at the Serious Fund Children's Network, a group of camps founded by actor Paul Newman to provide opportunities for children with life-limiting illnesses, and at the Dalio Philanthropies, a private family foundation. Growing up, she was always interested in other cultures and social justice and regularly volunteered on social service projects, such as helping refugees apply for asylum or leading groups on service trips to Appalachia. She received her bachelor's degree in foreign service at Georgetown University and began her career with Catholic Relief Services in Pakistan, where she visited the growing refugee camps on the Afghanistan border and witnessed the unique challenges facing refugees, especially women and girls. Later, she studied development economics at the University of the West Indies in Kingston, Jamaica, on a Rotary Fellowship. Her experience in Central Asia led her to a master's degree in public health at the University of Michigan with a focus on international health. In recognition of her faithful leadership and unwavering commitment to improving global health and supporting women, children, and local healthcare workers around the world, the President and Board of Trustees of Fairfield University hereby proclaim Mary Beth Powers, Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Congratulations to Mary Beth Powers, and thank you to Professor Aksan. The second citation for Marcela Orbañanos de Rosar will be read by Reverend Gerald R. Blaschek of the Society of Jesus, Special Assistant to the President and Alumni Chaplain. Father Blaschek.
The President and Trustees of Fairfield University, to all who shall view these presents, greetings and peace in the Lord. Marcela Orbañanos de Rosar, as an emphatic and astute observer of the lives of those around her. Those gifts have made her an educator and an innovative social change agent with profound reach. Over the course of her life, she has learned and taught the art of strategic helping to everyone, from young school children to an Argentine Jesuit named Jorge, who would one day become Pope Francis. Along with extensive volunteer and professional work, Marcela has built 2 lasting institutions to support community and individual development. In 1995, she founded Procura in Mexico, now an affiliate of the Lilly School of Philanthropy at Indiana University. Procura is a school that trains organizations in nonprofit management and fundraising to build a more just and equitable society. In 2006, with her husband Alexis, Orbañanos de Rosar established the Qualitas of Life Foundation in New York metro area. This foundation provides financial education to Hispanic groups and families in order to foster their financial security and improve their standard of life. More than 2,400 families have benefited from this comprehensive financial education and asset building program, allowing them to develop the tools they need to take control of their own finances and break the cycles of poverty. Orbañanos de Rosar's work in philanthropy began with professional experience exporting Mexican ceramics, where she saw how poorly paid were the artisans, and as a volunteer at the Mexican Foundation for Rural Development. There, she was instrumental in bringing running water to poor communities, and she saw the powerful impact of small but significant investment. After attending a symposium on philanthropy run by the Center for Philanthropy of Indiana University, she began her lifelong affiliation with that school. After earning her own certificate in nonprofit management and fundraising, she decided to share her knowledge with others in Mexico and Latin America, and so Procura was born. In 2004, she moved with her husband to New York City, intentionally to take a sabbatical, but she very quickly became involved again. She compared her own experience at getting a visa and living as an immigrant with those who lacked her resources, and once again, she saw a need. With fellowships at the CUNY Center for Philanthropy and the Philanthropy Workshop at Rockefeller Foundation, she researched and developed programs that would become the Qualitas of Life Foundation. Additionally, Orbañanos de Rovsar has been a consultant and board member of several organizations in Mexico and the United States, including the Mexican Council on Foreign Relations and the Friedman School of Nutrition at Tufts University. She served as chairperson of the UNICEF's Consulting Board in Mexico. She has been honored with many prestigious awards for her exemplary work in empowering others. In recognition of her accomplishments and her contributions to the world of philanthropy, and in recognition of her dedication to fundraising and institutional development for civil society, the President and Board of Trustees of Fairfield University hereby proclaim Marcela Orbañanos de Rovsar, Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Thank you, Father Glaschek. It is now my pleasure to introduce Marcela Orbañanos de Rovsar as our 2023 commencement speaker. Marcela.
Hi, everyone. Hola. I'm so honored to be here today with all of you to celebrate this wonderful moment of your lives. I want to thank President Nemec, members of the Board of Trustees, my fellow Honorary, Mary, faculty members and family and friends, and of course, all of you graduates, for this wonderful privilege of being your speaker today and being awarded this Honorary Doctor of Laws degree. While thinking about what to share with you today, I consulted some friends' kids to find out what message your generation wanted to receive. And it occurred to me, hope you like it, the best thing I could do was to share some personal experiences that have influenced and guided me to my now senior moment. Many years ago, my husband and I were invited to participate in an annual campaign by Lorenzo Servitje, who at that time was one of the most influential business leaders in Mexico. And we really felt very honored because we were young. We were 30 years old. That maybe for you it's a little bit old, but we were very young. And let me tell you, I got married when I was 20, so very young. After we accepted that commitment, one of the first activities was to attend what they used to call an induction or an orientation course, in which they taught us everything we needed to know about the Foundation's mission and objectives. I was the mother of 4 kids at that time, 4, with little time left for volunteer work. But something inside me told me I needed to do this. After a few months attending these orientation meetings, I realized I needed to do more. I needed to see for myself. I needed to learn from the people. So I took a field trip to one of their projects, a village maybe 4 hours away from Mexico City called Rio Verde in San Luis Potosí, a small community of 3,000 people, made mostly of women with small children. The majority of the men had migrated to Mexico City or to the United States looking for work. Those women needed to walk hours to find water to bring back to their little houses. They carry the water in buckets, and the supply will last 1 or 2 days. To better describe these women more accurately, let me say they were almost children themselves. They were 14 to 17 years old. Each one of them already had 2 babies, and some will be expecting the third. During my second day there, I walked with one of the teen mothers for 2 hours until we reached a well. She filled her 2 buckets and hung them on a large stick that she placed across her shoulders at the back of her neck, with her arms outstretched, like if she was crucified. She laughs at me when I tried to lift the buckets myself, and I just couldn't do it. It was really heavy. Back at their modest house, I met her 2 children and other members of her family, all of them with visible broken skins, with infections due to the dry environment and the lack of adequate sanitation and health care. Most of them were poorly nourished, and they had a look, some of them, of desperation and sadness in their faces. I was really heartbroken, but at the same time grateful to have had the chance to visit them and to begin to get to know them, to learn about their needs and their hopes. I was beginning to understand their reality and what resources they needed to build the lives they desired and they deserved. Now, because I had better clarity about what these young women needed and their families, I was capable of motivating and convince potential donors to open their hearts and their wallets. That's good. And so it all began. We raised money to bring water from the wells to their towns and houses, which benefited around 30,000 people back then. 6 months after the water system was installed, my husband and I and some donors visited several places where people had benefited from the foundation's support. We could testify to the great difference the availability of clean water had made. Now we saw flowers, birds, happy and healthy kids, with joyous faces, and lots of lives changed. At that very moment, I decided to dedicate my life to helping underserved communities in whatever way I could. This decision has shaped my life, directed my choices, set my priorities, and I want to acknowledge, provide me with immeasurable meaning and joy. It is my fundamental conviction that we all deserve a life of opportunities. I grew up in a family of 6 girls. 2 of my sisters are right there today. Our mother and father used everything at their disposal to provide us with basic needs: housing, food, clothes, education, and tons of love. But unfortunately, this situation is not the same for everyone. More people than we can imagine do not have the opportunities we all take for granted. I'm asking you today to take a measure of the opportunities you have been given, and to decide today that you will not forget or ignore or disdain those who do not have opportunities to build and share with their loved ones a dignified, secure, and hope-filled life. Please never forget the difference you can make. All of us gathered here have shared the experience of living through a pandemic. The pandemic certainly marked your years here at Fairfield. I consider myself a very positive person, but nevertheless, the pandemic made me feel afraid, sad, and depressed. You too have had a difficult 4 years due to the pandemic, right? Graduating classes ahead of you didn't have a commencement ceremony. But because of these challenges you have faced, you have emerged as a resilient generation. You have learned to live day by day, knowing that challenging times will come, but also happy moments like the one you are just experiencing today. Please do not forget the lessons you learned during these past 4 years. Hold on to them. They are precious and will be important for you as you begin this new chapter of your lives. Remember, always take time for yourselves, especially when you are not feeling okay. Don't rush any decision. Wait until you regain your equilibrium. Remember, we have learned to take one step at a time. We have learned to be patient and hopeful. 11 years ago, I experienced the terrible loss of my husband, the love of my life, which has not been easy. But by remaining an active learner and observer, I have managed to live my life without him. And so have my kids that are also here with me today. Remember, in the course of our lives, we make mistakes, but we learn so much from them, and this is what allows us to grow. We learn how to do things better, how to improve. Sometimes we even learn how to let it go. Here I will sing the famous song of the musical Frozen, like my grandkids do, but I'm afraid you all will flee. But I'll sing it anyway. Let it go, don't worry. Remember, you still have great opportunities awaiting you. Allow yourselves to dream beyond what seems reasonable or even possible. I never dreamt that 60% of the graduating class will be women. Bravo, bravo. In my own life, I never dreamt that by starting a school that teaches nonprofits how to manage their organizations, or a foundation that teaches basic financial skills to the Hispanic community, that one day we would have touched the lives of 200,000 plus people from Latin America, the US, and even the Philippines. I never dreamt that I would build a philanthropic consulting firm, Fondea, as the basis of these experiences. When I was little, I used to dream in Technicolor. My mother will always tell me, Marcelita, you have such an imagination. Don't be afraid to dream in a Technicolor way. It's worth it. I would like to leave you with a small gift today. This pencil. This pencil says, Fairfield University Commencement 2023 on it. You can pick it up at the bottom of the steps right there after you walk across the terrace to shake hands with Dr. Nemec. I want this pencil to remind you of this day, of this achievement, and of the story of a pencil, written by a Brazilian writer, Paulo Coelho. In the story, a grandmother writes a letter and she says to her grandson, who is watching her, I hope you will be like this pencil when you grow up. The boy is perplexed. Why does my grandmother want me to be like an ordinary pencil? But then she shares with him the pencil's 5 qualities. First quality, you are capable of great things, but you must never forget that there is a hand guiding your steps. We call that hand God, and He's always guiding us according to His will. Second quality, now and then I have to use a sharpener. That makes the pencil suffer a little, but afterwards it is much sharper. So you too must learn how to bear certain pains and sorrows, because they will make you a better person. Third quality, the pencil always allows us to erase, the eraser to rub out any of our mistakes. This means that correcting something with it is not necessarily a bad thing, but it keeps us on the road to what is right. Fourth quality, what really matters in a pencil is not its good and exterior, but the graphite inside. So always pay attention to what is happening inside you. And finally, the pencil's fifth quality, it always leaves a mark. In just the same way, you should know that everything you do in life will leave a mark, so try to be conscious of that in your every action. To all of you, go be like this pencil. Thank you for this moment and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcela. We shall now have the presentation of candidates for degrees in course by the deans of the 4 undergraduate schools and the conferring of those degrees by the president of Fairfield University. Dean Richard Greenwald will present the degree candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. Dean Greenwald.
Thank you. Will the candidates for all the bachelor degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand? Mr. President, these individuals have fulfilled all the requirements established by Fairfield University for the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Science degrees and are hereby presented to the President and trustees for the conferring of those degrees.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fairfield University and the State of Connecticut, I hereby confer the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science on all those presented by the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations.
Will the graduates please put on their hoods and come forward to receive their recognition? Please withhold your applause until all the graduates have been presented.
Annie Abadi, Kayla Aimlung, Aaron Arroyo, Charles Uceta, Alessia Bandini, Peter Barron, Joelle Battles,
Congratulations.
Robert Baxter, Lena Bales, Gretchen Berg, Mary Elizabeth Bavens, Coco Booth, Olivia Bolin, Maura Boyle, Gwyneth Bozenka, Will Bradshaw, Alexandra Branchielli, Dagola Brayhaladu, Claire Brown, Juliana Chacha. Emma Sindridge.
Good save.
Jack Clements. Kathleen Cox. Catherine Creamer. Zachary Clisser. Bronwyn Cullen. Joshua DePonte. Shay Darcy. Shannon Diorio. Mary Kate Dolan. Morgan Dole. Claire Doyle. Caitlin Drake. Nicole Irk Thompson. Michelle Lewanski. Dubens Babies. Andrea Figueroa. Jill Fitzgibbon. Diana Flores. Mary Foley. Connor Forrest. Ryan Frenzy. Caitlin Gallagher. Emma Gallagher. Madison Gallo. Francesco Giordano. Emily Giovanone. Mary Gowan. Jenna Grasso. Michael Green. Dylan Hamar. Lindsay Harrinan. Grace Harney. Catherine Harrington. Kelly Howie. Caitlin Herman. Julia Higgins. Josephine Horiski. Caitlin Horrigan. Madison Hoskins. Madeline Hosler. Renee Irene. Alan Jean Rose. Annika Johnson. Naya Jones. Sarah Joven. Catherine Cates. Brendan Kilroy. Amy Knott. Lily Courtray. Jane Kutch. Brenna Lambert. Alexander Lindino. Christina Lochi. Theodore Loquette. Paige Lowry. Logan McDonough. Christopher Mido. Karen Meisenshow. Swayze. Jay Martins. Jack Materano. Timothy McGrath. Caroline Meyer. Caroline Mikovits. Emily Miller. Brittany Missoura. Connor Mitchell. Ashley Mooney. Amanda Moore. Teresa Morrissey. Peyton Mulligan. Ryan Murphy. Michael Murray. Grace Newbig. Francis Edward Nicholas. Maya Nolan. Colin O'Callaghan. Zachary Oshevsky. Stephen Parsons. Sasha Pulaski. Tatum Pepe. Catherine Peterson. Connor Petrus. Jocelyn Polensky. John Reynes. Anna Reed. Michael Riggy. Cesar Riviere. Catherine Robinson. Ruben Rocha. Sarah Roney. Amy Roos. Vincent Rendundo. Tatiana Ryan. Danielle Santora. Casey Santos. Bianca Sasso. Rebecca Solander. Alejandro Serrano. Sarah Shaljan. Patrick Shaw. Ashley Shutt. Amelia Siciano. Nicholas Sylvia. Jared Smith. Veronica Sobo. Sophia Spinelli. Megan Stock. Kevin Stush. Mary Sweeney. Martha Swift. Congrats. Courtney Chandler. Emily Testa. Lucas Themelis. Claire Toman. Cecilia Torello. Thomas Vanderslice. Drew Vaughn. Hannah Vogt. Rebecca Walsh. Sarah Walsh. Madeline West. Mario Williams. Lisa Ann Woodley. Marwa Ebe. Lauren Adams. Carissa Agostino. Megli Alabali. Leif Alino. Alexa Anselo. Ann Arnold. Sarah Axia. Emily Babin. Rosa Badalado. Gina Bagalivo. Amelia Baducci. Marie Belemium. Mackenzie Barry. Julia Bataglia. Jillian Batnick. Samuel Bears. Olivia Bedorin. Natalia Berlatti. Isabella Bispo. Ann Bonini. Melanie Basco. Madeline Bozzi. Catherine Bork. Daly Brown. Megan Buck. Alexa Bangiani. Danielle Butts. Isabella Cavino. Caitlin Canavan. Nicole Capasso. Allison Carrigan. Alexandra Carlarto. Fiona Carter. Madeline Carter. Christina Carucci. Catherine Chavertz. Bridget Conlin. Madeline Coogan. Michael Corbett. Tristan Correria. Julia Courtney. Kyle Crowell. Christina DeAngelis. Mia DeFelice. Jose De Los Santos. Kevin Donnelly III. Angeline D'Ortenzio. Michael Draper. Alyssa Durenti. Molly Durant. Catherine Amy. Dylan Ferrari. Grace Philippi. Kelsey Finnegan. Devin Flores. Pacifico Flores. Grace Wu Gallagher. Samantha Gabbert. Caitlin Genovese. Elise Gizzy. Caroline Gordon. Hayden Berman. Derek Grabe. Isabella Griffin. Kimberly Heller. Leah Helwiggy. Megan Henry. Nathaniel Hines. Brianna Hoffman. Max Hogning. Mairead Hoy. Kennedy Johnson. Anna Johnston. Haley Johnston. Joseph Johnston. Catherine Junskins. Juliana Justice. Dylan Kazmowski. Caitlin Kenna. Andrea Kirkakto. Janisa Katka. Courtney Kitchen. Francesca Klein. Nicolette Kogut. Reagan Lafnis Giger. Robert Laporta. Andrea Launer. Kayla Leary. Catherine Leland. Colleen Levangie. Megan McGilvery. Shot Medallion. Antonin Magnata.
Grace McGuire. Carly Manzi. Andrew Maresca. Liana Marino. Juliana Maciello. Emma McAteer. Madeline McAuliffe. Riley McCarthy. Alessandra Maley. Tatiana Mesrobian. Jenny Meyer. Joseph Moschella. Megan Murphy. Sarah Murphy. Sarah Murphy. Brian Nolan. Kanisha Norford. Sarah O'Neill. Julia Onoroti, sorry. Jessica Palmer. Natalie Parks. Casey Pierce. Victoria Pelagato. Nicholas Petrarca. Brenna Petrelli. Jennifer Petty. Julia Pilk. Brianna Pita. Caroline Potter. Alexandra Power. Cassandra Rayleigh. Elizabeth Ricci. Russell Rinklin. Samantha Ricci. Will Robinson. Julia Roach. Margaret Rogers. Cindy Rodriguez. Samantha Rowland. Julia Roy. Margaret Rosidlo. Genuine Skill Salcedo. Samantha Salcido. Joseph Samonek. Catherine Samonek. Jenna Santore. Philip Scaly. Emma Simpson. Lillian Snyder. Julia Stobareska. Emma Stratton. Leah Sullivan. Maeve Sullivan. Marissa Swanson. Elena Turalo. Sydney Timchuk. Taylor Toothman. Julia Tucker. Sydney Vieira. James Vizard. Anna Weissenberg. Catherine Wright. Rose Wosepka. Sydney Yud. Matthias Zagajeski. Ariana Zutu.
Congratulations all.
Dean Meredith Kaiser will present the degree candidates from the Miriam Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies. Dean Kaiser.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees in Nursing, in Public Health, and the Bachelor of Social Work from the Miriam Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies please stand? Mr. President, these individuals have fulfilled all the requirements established by Fairfield University for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, in Public Health, and Bachelor of Social Work degrees, and are hereby presented to the President and trustees for the conferring of those degrees.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fairfield University and the State of Connecticut, I hereby confer the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, in Public Health, and Bachelor of Social Work on all those presented by the Dean of the Miriam Peckham Egan School of Nursing and Health Studies. Congratulations.
Will the graduates please put on their hoods and come forward to receive their recognition? Please withhold your applause until all graduates have been presented.
Brianne Abruzizi. Cassandra Amanzar. Olivia Anderson. Peyton Aroni. Ryan Barton. Jeffrey Beauvais. Heather Beers. Emily Bell. Claire Bellucci. Hannah Boyle. Maria Boyle. Catherine Brennan. Lily Bromley. Kaylee Brassanan. Grace Buffoni. Ferencia Casa Silva. Megan Callahan. Liana Campos. Angela Angelina Carciero. Lily Carnicelli. Christine Caruso. Johanna Casey. Laura Chinian. Emily Clossy. Dominique Clisura. Casey Collins. Catherine Conlon. Kava Conway. Alyssa Curcio. Ashley Sear. Jenna D'Ambrosio. Megan Deely. Maeve Devlin. Caitlin DeAndrea. Alexandra DeMaria. Mackenzie Donahue. Grace Dorr. Jocelyn Echeverria. Madison Edmonds. Miranda Fazilou. Julia Fifield. Maeve Foley. Julia Fritz. Emma Gauthier. Emily Jing. Mary Gerard. Julian Gilday. Sabrina Griffin. Reese Grinnell. Danielle Grosso. Allison Gidarli. Savannah Hames. Emily Hanania. Megan Hanson. Anna Harrington. Shannon Hayden. Nicole Hagarty. Morgan Hoffman. Olivia Jackson. Avery Jarboe. Julia Joyce. Isabella King. Elizabeth Kinsella. Rachel Koblitz. Virginia Coleman. George Cuparazzi. Isabella Lugrego. Samantha Grace Laundrie. Reese LaRocco. Jacqueline LaTorre. Carrie Lonzinger. Ellen Levine. Megan Leahy. Chloe Lennon. Catherine Levangi. Anna Levine. Samantha Lindsay. Abigail Linzer. Georgia Little. Grace Lyons. Molly McClellan. Mary Grace Mayer. Margaret Mangnin. Anastasia Mastrocola. Peyton Matthews. Karen McAllister. Caroline McAndrew. Kelsey McCarthy. Caroline McConville. Mary McHugh. Kayla Medina. Megan McGill. Anna Mercurio. Alexandra Mekiorizzi. Sophia Moise. Meredith Montella. Kaylin Montijo. Caroline Morton. Corin Motika. Charlotte Grace Murphy. Erin Murray. Kathleen Murray. Mackenzie Nasta. Julia Neal. Kira Neal. Thomas Negri. Natalie Nolan. Ainsley Nowakowski. Isabel O'Brien. Avery O'Connell. Grace O'Connor. Aaron Oricello. Caitlin Paducki. Margaret Phillips. Sophia Pinter. Lauren Plosiak. Kaylee Pryor. Colleen Quinn. Megan Raychek. Deanna Rafa-Stanger. Jenna Rainey. Madison Reddy. Erin Regas. Jennifer Rocco. Mateo Rufo. Claire Santa. Elis Schmieder. Caroline Schneider. Catherine Schneider. Hannah Sensi. Emma Shaw. Kelly Smith. Nicole Solari. Ashley Sproul. Samantha Straub. Annie Sullivan. Ryan Sullivan. Megan Sweetney. Celeste Tansey. Catherine Tenamasa Rojas. Anna Thierry. Lauren Trebor. Haley Updegraff. Emily Van Dale. Francesca Vinluhan. Catherine Vizgelio. Anna Walsek. Madeline Wasilis. Shannon Weaver. Samantha Whitman. Emma McAvoy. Kennedy Wright. Victoria Young. Katrina Zucconi. Glorimar Falcon. Catherine Harbison. Jessica Horn. Elise Palumbo.
Congratulations to all.
Dean Zan Lee will present the degree candidates from the Charles F. Dolan School of Business. Dean Lee.
Thank you, Provost Siegel. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree from the Dolan School of Business please stand? Mr. President, these individuals have fulfilled all the requirements established by Fairfield University for the Bachelor of Science degree, are hereby presented to the President and trustees for the conferring of those degrees.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fairfield University and the State of Connecticut, I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Science on all those presented by the Dean of the Charles F. Dolan School of Business. Congratulations.
Will the graduates please put on your hoods and come forward to receive your recognition? Please withhold your applause until all graduates have been presented.
Pasquale Acarino. Austin Agapio. Nicholas Accardi. Martin Alexander. Lily Allen. Ashley Alupis. Jeffrey Alter. William Alter. Nicholas Ambrosino. Two kids I know don't come up with their cards. Brenna Andrews. Nicholas Antes. Connor Ardito. Ramsha Assad. Eric Ashley. Ryan Asarian. Michael Ottorino. Yaritza Avendano. Aaron Bailey. Derek Baker. Chloe Balikian. Parker Balingal. Georgia Bamba. Aman Banji. Caitlin Banville. Roman Barata. Kwamir Barbour. Lindsay Barnes. John Bartolomeo. Sarah Barzy. Aaron Bates. Michael Bichetti. Lily Becker. Michael Becker Jr. Alexander Beckwith. Petra Bertoncini. Quinn Byer. Cameron Bijanilti. Michael Beer. Kathleen Bogdan. Kevin Boley. Charles Bordson. Felisa Boyer. Rory Bracken. Marcella Breglia. Emily Brodeur. Cassidy Brown. Carolyn Brodeur. Kyle Bruin. Kevin Buckley. Timothy Basinger. Michael Bisconi. Joseph Calanese. No card? No card? What's your name? Andrew Callan. Christiana Caligari. Joshua Campoverde. Thomas Cancelmo. Joseph Canada. Daniel Canovaccio. Matthew Capillopo. Caitlin Capone. Alex Cardenas. Ryan Caron. Sally Karen. Liam Carr. Emily Cara. Kevin Carrera. Jake Cardesano. Mason Carty. Alicia Caruso. John Casey. Juliet Casey. Sophia Casero. Selena Cusar. Andrew Cassidy. Abigail Castell. Juliana Cavallano. Ebony Cherry. Tanjum Kaduri. Brian Clancy. Madison Clancy. Elizabeth Cochran. Finn Collins. William Comerford. Vincent Como. Catherine Comstock. Sean Conmey. Paige Cotenta. Kathleen Conway. Molly Kanye. Karen Coughlin. Daniel Crawford. Gavin Crimmins. Megan Cullen. Leo Cummings. Mackenzie Cunningham. Thomas Curry. Miranda Curto. Ryan Daly. Emily DeAlexander. Madison Daly. Brendan Daly. Sean Daly. Fame Dowdy. Melissa Dowdy. Phoebe Deering. Card. Matthew DeFeo. Adriana DeFilippis. Kaylee DeFilippo. Claire DeGennaro. Julia DeLong. William Dennis. Nathaniel Dontremont. Vladislav Debutant. Elise DeRusha. Shane DiFacenzo. Mary DeGracie. Richard Dietrich. Trent Dillon. Jake DeSangro. Francesca DeSpigna. Reed Doble. Rachel Dubricki. You're welcome. Griffin Doherty. Patrick Doherty. Augustine D'Onofrio. Aiden Donovan. Caitlin Donovan. Adelaide Douglas. Jackson Downey. Liam Downing. Rebecca Drowan. William Dubin. Callie Duchime. Bryce Duda. William Duffy. Danielle Dunn. Christopher Dusko. Emily DeWick. Catherine Edwards. Benjamin Ellers. Daniel Alicio. Lauren Elliott. Madison Enright. Jake Urbick. Ashley Erickson. Amberly Erickson. Jacob Fada. Harry Fonto. Brooke Farinacci. Samantha Fasholt. Lauren Fasikis. Matthew Fang. James Ferraro. Mia Fariso. Emma Fetro. Kyle Fishbaugh. William Fitzgerald. Sarah Fitzsimmons. Edward Fletcher. Adalia Flores. Alexis Florio. Kate Foley. Megan Forbes. Alexander Ford. Bryce Ford. Christopher Ford. Dean Ford. Maggie Fort. Sebastian Fox. Alex Fraioli. Anne Francesco. John Paul Framajat. Christopher Frutuoso. Miranda Galan. Julia Galasso. Jordan Gale. Grace Gallagher. Lindsay Gallagher. Timothy Galligan. Nathaniel Garcia. Arturo Garcia Bermudez. Jack Garibaldi. Lauren Garvey. Christian Gavarildes. Haley Kimball. Lauren George. Madison George. Anthony Giantasio. Giancarlo Giannini. Giacomo Jardine. Osnev Jigarjan. Joshua Gilbert. Andrew Gordon. Madison Gorman. Catherine Gowing. Carolyn Graham. Austin Greeley. Michael Green. Francis Gregor. Alessandra Guido. Caitlin Hanlon. Robert Hanson. Andrew Harrigan. Patrick Hart. Andrew Hartog. Eric Hasselberger. Lila Hastings. James Hawk. Aiden Healy. Matthew Hefter. John Held. Abud Hanawa. Mark Henry. Christian Herrera. Elizabeth Heston. Liam Higgins. Samantha Higgins. Griffin Hill. Jack Hitchcock. Mi Hin Ho. Garrett Hodgkins. Thomas Hone. Alda Hooley. Brendan Hulbig. Matthew Irvine. Brendan Hines. Madeline Jordanic. Joey Gurkowski. Brooke Kappenberg. Francesca Carmen. Justin Kasparian. Mary Keene. Card. Thank you. Paul Keenan. James Kelleher. Devin Kelly. Mary Kinlan. Chelsea Kennedy. Celine King. Sophia King. Emily Neese. Matthew Kakolito. Alexander Komarinsky. Julia Korn. Kate Coral. Juliana Kratz. Nicholas Craywick. William Krebs. Lisa Krauber. Andrew Krusak. Joanna Kuziak. Vincent Labanca. Owen LaCorsia. William Lomata. Madison Lang. Nicholas Lapanese. Lisbeth Ortiz. Elizabeth Laudani. Aiden Lau. Christopher Lorenzo. Benjamin Lawrence. Christian Lawrence. Aaron Leary. Jake Lejeune. Selena Lennon. William Leonard. Renee Levesque. Brady Lewis. Gregory Lewis. Edward Loftus. Sarah Longy. Brendan Lord. Matthew Lorkovich. Evan Lovanio. Joseph Lazowski. Matthew Lynch. Kate McLeod. Ethan McPhee. Kate Madrowski. Emily Major. Dante Maglita. Ian Magnani. Jaluka Magnifico. Olivia Mahoney. Alyssa Maiolo. Corinne Malik. Elizabeth Mallon. John Malupsy. Shannon Malone. John Maloney. Danielle Mayek. Kaylee Manning. Michael Morella. Thomas Martabano. John Martin. Mackenzie Martin. Joseph Martino. Christopher Masciarelli. Daniel Mathis Terrault. Jeffrey Matthews. Samuel Mazzarelli. Luca Mazzella.
Morgan McCaffrey. Colin McCarney. Patrick McCarthy. Peter McCauley. Madison McClenahan. Colleen McCluskey. Brendan McCormick. Sarah McDonald. Connor McDonough. Killian McKinley. Margaret McGinn. Nicole McGrath. John McCreen. Aidan McGrory. William McMahon II. Cecily McNamara. Eliza Meal. Joni Mezzadreen. Kevin Meehan Jr. Andrew Melville. Isabella Mendez. Margaret Mayer. Sebastian Michel. Victoria McKenzie. Christy McCula. Morgan Miller. Paige Miro. Stefan Mitrovic. Connor Momro. Valentina Montalvo. Christopher Moore. Trent Moran. Carly Mascarello. Thank you. Alexandra Moyer. Aaron Moynihan. John Mullally IV. Kathleen Mullins. Matthew Murphy. Elizabeth Myers. Brady Miles. Allison Norris. Kamrun Nehar. Aiden Nardo. Haley Nasambini. James Nelson. An Nguyen. Nuninian Nguyen. Quan Nguyen. Neve Nicholson. Nicholas Negrelli. Emily Novello. Annabella Norbis. Ariella Nunez. Sean Oates. Sierra O'Connor. Alyssa O'Keefe. James O'Keefe. Jonathan Olive Blanco. Alejandra Oliveira. Christina Ahn. Jonathan Orenzino. Brianna Orr. Keegan O'Shaughnessy. Charles Paglarini. Max Paparazzi. Sorry. Zachary Penchot. Christopher Paliata. Chloe Pappas. Paloma Pariente. Cara Pecorillo. Amanda Perkowski. Jack Pesci. Hong Nguyen Pham. Carmen Fan. Noah Pierce. Genevieve Pike. Anthony Perez. Michael Pitticelli. David Fluff. Take your time. Isabella Pokitesta. James Pedraza. Ashley Poe. Isabella Poshman. Matthew Powers. Austin Prendergast. McKenna Preet. Alexander Pringle. Alyssa Prefanato. Jack Prudenti. Jacqueline Puglisi. Daniel Raimondo. Connor Reardon. Ann Reddington. Victoria Rigo. John Reel. Catherine Rattigan. Michael Ritchie. Noah Richardson. John Reardon. Benjamin Rivera. Okay. Thanks, Thomas. Thomas Robinson. Jennifer Robshaw. Lorenzo Rocco. Zoe Rogers. Jonathan Roganzinski. Lucia Rollo. Elizabeth Rowe. Lauren Ryan. Stephen Ryan. Nicholas Sacco. Stephen Soledo Jr. Lily Salisbury. Mary Sanfilippo. Thank you, Jack. Jack Santini. Mackenzie Santarella. Hula Sorbier. Dominique Scalera. Jack Scannell. Ann Senna. Jube Scarbo. Jack Schiavone. Griffin Schlesinger. Andrew Schneider. James Schneider. Cole Scott. Thank you. Samuel Scott. Samantha Sikora. Tyler Senecal. Lauren Sarinsky. Dylan Szynski. Sania Sehal. Emma Shackelford. Maxwell Shamus. Thomas Sharin. Claire Sheridan. Joseph Sylvia. Oh, just wave. Okay. Thank you. Jake Simonelli. Jonathan Skelly. Hunter Snodgrass. Nicholas Sordi. Vincent Spaznati. Margaret Speck. Thank you. David Spence. Nicholas Sperduti. Thank you. Isabella Stepik. Brady Sturgeon. Alex Stevko. Rachel Stewart. Michael Screeter. Thank you. Ryan Strollo. Sean Sullivan. Thank you. Sean Sweeney. Thank you. Sean Sweeney. Thank you. Kian Swarzewski. Thank you. Yes, please do. Julian Tabak. Juliana Tabak, sorry. Melissa Taggart. Gustav Tuller. Elizabeth Taluto. Annie Tamalanka. Caroline Taylor. Kyle Thomas. Julia Tiano. Michelle Titoni. Samuel Taloni. Thank you. Watch your step. Matthew Torres. Jackson Treneuman. Mary Kate Trevisan. Feng Trin. Patrick Tunney. Cameron Turner. Austin Twiss. Daniel Oshofer. Nicholas Valcanier. Nicholas Valenti. Samantha Venturino. Matthew Venuto. Casey Verdeshi. Sean Vowles. Brandon Wade. Emma Waldron. Faith Waldron. Spencer Walnista. Caitlin Walsh. Molly Ward. Hadley Waterbury. Heather Wazini. Sarah Weinfeld. James Welcome. Kristen Wenz. Sydney Whalen. Jonathan Wheat. Michael White. Kyle Wilcox. Megan Widlinski. Catherine Williams. Daniel Wilson. Ryan Windrum. Lillian Wolfinger. Gregory Zenos. Vanessa Yee. Luke Young. Michael Zaharchuk. Olivia Zanin. Bryce Zapusek. Brendan Ziegler. And Christopher Ziobro.
Congratulations to all.
Associate Dean Harvey Hoffman will present the degree candidates for the School of Engineering. Dean Hoffman.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Science degrees from the School of Engineering please stand? Mr. President, these individuals have fulfilled all the requirements established by Fairfield University for the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Science degrees and are hereby presented to the President and trustees for the conferring of those degrees.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Fairfield University and the State of Connecticut, I hereby confer the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science on those presented by the Dean of the School of Engineering. Congratulations.
Will the degree recipients please put on their hoods and come forward to receive their recognition? Please withhold your applause until all graduates have been presented.
Ready, Kaylee? Kaylee Christie. Erica Corey. Aiden Sheridan. John Thompson. Andrew Vizeglia. Zui Vu. Moran Abe. Kristen Alexander. Bashir Alalil. Thank you. Mariana Antaya. Kafo Baganan. Justin Bard. Michael Berardini. Brody Bebo. Luke Borgas. Abraham Castillo Jr. Andrew Conti. Natalie Crawford. Thank you. Joseph Crowley. Noah Cunningham. Garfield Curtis Jr. Eric DeGregorio. Robert Dillon Jr. Brianna Dusvalt. Daniel Fajardo. Thank you. Alexa Fiorica. Riley Fitzsimmons. Robert Galusha. Liam Greeley. Anthony Guerra. Eric Hawkinson. Alex Hebbett. Ethan Hibbard. Kyle Hockenberger. Olivia Homan. Kak Hussein. Omar Jack. Karan Jain. David Johns. Fridas Karim. Akul Khatri. Hey, how are you, John? Noor Khatak. Adam Kishivdos. Jake Queenie. Connor Landry. Daphne Lazaro. Machi Luicki. Joseph Luigi. Sophia Machia. Thomas Mackenzie III. David McNulty. Anastasia Mello. Thank you. Ashley Malone. Giovanna Naziardino. Kobe Obron. Remsel Papian. Sahil Patel. Vivesh Patel. Eddie Pizarro Jr. Bridget Protzman. Tyler Pumper. Daniel Reisman. Dylan Richardson. Stephanie Rogers. Christopher Rodriguez. Morgan Rogers. Cassie Ronan. Eric Rulova. Brian Salvador. Andrew Samaro. Shergi Shemaitan. Moonjot Singh. Keshav Sule. Carson Swope. Michael Tedesco. Fat Tron. Brittany Tucker. Maz Varu. Alex Walker. Hannah White. Pierce Wilt. Laura Zaccardi. And Victor Sorosky.
Congratulations to all.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Mark R. Nemec, President of Fairfield University, to offer remarks. Dr. Nemec.
To the now graduates of Fairfield's class of 2023, again, allow me to extend congratulations. As these last few remarks, Father Mac's benediction and the alma mater are all that stand between the conclusion of our ceremony and your well-earned alumni status, I will be brief. I would be remiss, however, if I did not use this occasion to share a few final thoughts to carry with you on your way. First, thank you. To each and every one of you, my most heartfelt and personal thanks. We have journeyed a most remarkable 4 years together. I recall first speaking to you collectively at orientation in June of 2019, where I noted Fairfield was a special place at a special time, and stressed how authenticity, continuity, and community were core to how we engage with one another. How an authenticity steeped in cura personalis asks our students to bring their whole selves, mind, body, and spirit, to everything they do. How we embrace a developmental continuity, recognizing that while your college years were in some ways discrete, our commitment to holistic formation means we understand that you joined us with a set of values, learnings, and experiences, and that your time here at Fairfield is part of your ongoing formation as we refine, but not fully divine, the values, learnings, and experiences that you will carry throughout your life. For to be a Fairfield graduate is to be ever compassionate, ever curious, and ever learning. And finally, I highlighted an academic community which, as the essence of the modern Jesuit Catholic University, is committed to inquiry, to discernment, and through faith to the fullness of truth. In reflecting, I also would acknowledge this class, having arrived before we ever imagined a global pandemic, has faced arguably the greatest disruptions in Fairfield's history, but met the challenge with resilience and aplomb, embracing authenticity, maintaining continuity, and enhancing community while never losing sight of your formation as children of God and individuals of purpose in service to the greater good. In this way, you have embodied the sentiments of Chris Lowney, a former Jesuit seminarian and then J.P. Morgan managing director, who is now a leadership and writing consultant, as well as a 2019 Fairfield University honorary degree recipient, when he wrote, quote, "No mission is motivating until it is personal, and it is sustainable only when one makes the search for the Magis a reflexive daily habit. A Magis-driven leader is not content to go through the motions or settle for the status quo, but is restlessly inclined to look for something more, something greater. Instead of wishing circumstances were different, Magis-driven leaders either make them different or make the most of them. Instead of waiting for golden opportunities, they find the gold and the opportunities at hand." End quote. As you go forward, I would remind you, as I do at most every academic celebration we hold at Fairfield, never forget the world needs what you do. Fairfield is blessed to have an approach, a commitment to values-based, student-centric, outcomes-focused education, which calls us to be the model for others, to be the model of modern excellence, to be a model of a modern Jesuit Catholic university. Members of the class of 2023, as graduates, you are now stewards of this model. You are now and forever truly stags. May God bless you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, President Emick. Please rise. The Reverend Keith Maskowitz of the Society of Jesus, Director of Campus Ministry and University Chaplain, will pronounce the benediction.
Acknowledging all that has been given, we pray words of self-offering, using words from St. Ignatius Loyola's final meditation in the spiritual exercises. Take, Lord, and receive all of our liberty, our memory, our understanding, and our entire will, all that we have and call our own. You have given all to us, and to you, O Lord, do we return it. Everything is yours, and so we ask, as we go forth from this place, that you help us to do with it what you will, and that you give us only your love and your grace, for that is enough for us. Indeed, more than enough. May God bless these members of the Fairfield University class of 2023. Amen.
To bring our commencement to a close, please rise and stay standing for the singing of the Fairfield University alma mater by members of the University Glee Club, under the direction of Dr. Carol Ann Maxwell, conductor, accompanied by Beth Palmer and the brass ensemble.
Oh, yeah.
Will our guests please remain in their seats until those on the stage and the graduates have recessed? Graduates, before leaving campus today, please stop by the office of the registrar in the Kelly Center to pick up your diploma covers. Diplomas will be mailed to you in the coming weeks. The 73rd commencement exercises of Fairfield University are now officially concluded.